Hello, my name is Mads Peter Iversen. I'm a Danish landscape photographer living in Aarhus. In this episode we are going to the Westfjords of Iceland to a waterfall called Dynjandi. I was a bit hesitant to visit this waterfall since it's located deep into the Westfjords in Iceland, and I didn't really feel it had the same power to it like Skogafoss or Dedifoss. That hesitation was brought to shame the second I saw Dynjandi. Dynjandi means thunderous in Icelandic, and you understand the name when you're standing next to the waterfall and getting dwarfed by the sheer size of it. As I said, Dynjandi is located deep into the Westfjords, and the drive up there is around 5 hours from Reykjavik, and that's if the road conditions are good. But it's well worth it, even if you're only there to visit Dynjandi. To find it, you just follow Road 1 from Reykjavik towards north. Turn left at Road 60 and stay on that until you see the waterfall. There's literally like 2 roads in the Westfjords, so it's not the hardest place to find. It just takes a lot of time, but the road up there is a huge experience in itself. Sometimes it feels like you're driving on the top of the world. Dynjandi is actually a cascade of a lot of smaller waterfalls with a collective drop of 100 meters. Beneath Dynjandi there's another 6 waterfalls of varying size. You park at the bottom and follow a hike up along the smaller waterfalls to get to Dynjandi. For me, the obvious shot was a straight on long exposure of Dynjandi, with the third waterfall from the top as the foreground and a person on the plateau in front of Dynjandi to show the scale. And that's something I want to emphasize a lot. Putting in a human element in the landscape really makes a lot of difference to how the viewer perceives the image. When you do long exposures of seascapes and waterfalls, you remove the waves from the ocean and the water particles from the waterfalls, which makes it harder for the viewer to scale what he or she is looking at, and that's something to be aware of as a landscape photographer. All the way up at Dynjandi you can make some gorgeous abstract pictures of the cascades. Try out a few different focal lengths and shutter speeds, but remember something to wipe off your camera: there's a lot of water vapor in the air. When you're all the way up there you will need a good wide angle lens to photograph the entire waterfall. Shooting the waterfall up close with a 16mm or wider, or from far away with a zoom, makes a huge difference. If you want to explore Dynjandi even further, you can try hike up the left side of the waterfall. I haven't been at that side, but I've seen some amazing pictures from there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I would appreciate a like and a comment, and if you want to see even more you can subscribe to the channel. On the next episode we will stay in the Westfjords, where we will visit the remains of an old whaling ship.